Hi everyone, welcome back. For today's mani, we're going to be creating a very simple mani today using dip powders from MadKin Beauty. We're going to create it on a set on medium almond, and then we're also pulling in some beautiful pink tones. So if you are a pink lover, this is definitely going to be a video for you because you're going to be able to see beautiful pink tones in action so you can really see how they perform. We are using the gel method today, so I'm doing a very thin layer of gel base on the nail and then dipping directly into that jar. Now this jar is a little bit smaller and we are using a medium-sized almond nail today. So if you are uncomfortable dipping in directly into that jar, you can definitely use the cupcake method. Normally I like to pour my powders into the cupcake liner, so just so I have a little bit more wiggle room. So I am curing as we go today. I'm going to cure for a full 30 seconds. If you are looking for nail lamp suggestions, I do have a few listed in that description box below. And everything that we are using, from the nail stands to that nail putty to that little bottle holder to all the products that we're using, can always be found in that description box below. So that first coat here, it's really pretty. This is just like a rosy kind of peony color flower with like a slight hint of coral to it. It's a really beautiful color, but this color comes to life even more with that second coat. And I love this color. I feel like it's a great color for, it's just like the perfect amount of brightness, especially for that transition into summer. If you love pinks and you don't want necessarily like that bright, bold neon Barbie pink, this is a great alternative because you still have like that brightness kind of shining through and that pop of color, and it's really pretty. And I feel like you can definitely see a little bit of coral kind of shining through, but overall super pretty. So I'm just making sure everything is laying super flat before we go ahead and cure for a full 30 seconds. You can see that color difference here of the two dips versus one. Definitely pulling in a more vibrant, but a great color. It's a solid color and it does not have any shimmer in it or anything like that. And the colors are staying true to color. So sometimes when you're doing the gel method and you're working with deep pink colors or reds or anything like that, and you use the gel method, it can sometimes distort the color and it can look like it has a little bit of a distortness to it or kind of like a brown tinge to it. But I'm not experiencing any of that when it comes to the gel method and these colors. These colors work great with the gel method. I will say the MadKin Beauty line is great because you can use it with monomer, you can use it with dip liquids, and you can use it with gels, and you're not going to experience any color changing or anything like that. So that is definitely a plus. So if you like the gel method and you are looking for some great colors that work with the gel method and you don't have to like worry about any color changing, these are going to be for you. So this line that we're working with today, it's a fun little play on like moms being like exhausted, or that one color that we use was Because I Said So. It's a really fun Mother's Day collection and it consists of 4 colors. We are using 3 out of the 4. The one color that is missing, it is a glitter. It's really pretty. And the only reason why I did not pull in that glitter today to kind of create the whole Mother's Day set is because I wanted to add a decal to this mani, because I thought we're doing a very simple mani today. We're pulling in pinks, and then I wanted to do like a little flower bouquet to kind of tie in the whole Mother's Day kind of theme. I felt like these pinks definitely needed some flowers in here. So that is why we did not pull in that glitter. But these colors right here are, no matter if you're a mom or celebrating Mother's Day, these colors are just great colors in general, and they definitely needed a moment on their own. Okay, so this color right here, HotMess, has to be my ultimate favorite because it is like the perfect rosy kind of quartz color here. It's soft, it's delicate, but yet it has like the right amount of like color to it. And then it has, are you ready for it? The perfect shimmer. It has the perfect shimmer. So I'm just spending some time here just pressing everything down. But this shimmer, it is everything. I love it so much. This has to be my favorite, one of my favorite pinks from MadKin Beauty. It is so pretty. So I cured for 30 seconds, dusted off, and we're going to go back in now with the gel. And I debated, I really sat on this for a second, if I was just going to do one coat because I really liked the coverage and just like that simple sparkle. And then I was like, okay, no, we're going to do 2 because that's what we're here for. Let's do 2 coats here to kind of see what it comes up with. And I loved it even more. So 2 coats right here, it's even just more pink and more shimmery, and it is just overall a beautiful color. The name Hot Mess is really funny because I'm a mom of two and I have little ones, and I'm always a hot mess because my kids have me running from when they wake up till they go to bed. So I'm a stay-at-home mom. So the name Hot Mess is definitely very appropriate. Okay, angel wings. Moving on to this beautiful color. This right here, I've used it a lot on my channel. It is a great, great color. It's beautiful. It has the right amount of sparkle to it. And you can the coverage is great. So you can see here with the gel method, we have great coverage, and it's a very just like sheer color. So one coat right here, if you're not worried about building up structure or strength, one coat is really beautiful, and you can do a lot of nail art on top of it, either with some gel work or decals, but I really wanted to build it up just a little bit more. So we are doing another layer here, and this is going to be the nail that we're going to be adding that decal to. I really like adding whites to my decals because you're going to get the most color payoff when it comes to a decal. The colors that are printed on the decal are just going to shine through over a white background. But today I wanted to add a little bit more of a shimmer to this nail, and this color right here was definitely the right color. So I'm just making sure all those little sparkles are laying completely flat before we go ahead and cure, and we cured for 30 seconds. Here's what we're working with here. The mani on its own is really pretty. It's beautiful even without the decals. So now it's time to add a decal. I wanted just to add a touch of flowers to this, just to kind of tie everything together. So I'm doing a layer of gel base. That's going to cure for 30 seconds. I'm going to place the decal in room temperature water for about 15 seconds. The reason why I did a layer of gel base and cured it on the nail is that it gives the nail a little bit of a tacky layer, and then I still have a little bit of wiggle room when I'm playing with this delicate decal that I can gently still move it around to get it exactly where I want it before I go ahead and just start pressing it down to the nail. So now I'm just making sure I'm getting the decal exactly where I want it. I like to use a jelly stamper to kind of see where I'm placing it, and then I'm just going to go ahead and just gently press everything down and make sure that that decal is laying super flat, and that tacky layer of that gel base is also going to help that decal to lay flat to the nail. You could also use a transfer foil glue if you wanted. So I'm just making sure that is exactly where I want it, and then I'm going to take just a little bit of acetone here on a flat brush, and I'm just ever so lightly, like with a feathered touch, just pressing down on that decal to remove any air bubbles or lines. So this decal is now becoming one with the nail. I had like a little line on there, and I like doing this method because I feel like with a little bit of acetone, I can really get this decal to lay completely flat. And again, just a little bit of acetone goes a long way. And just make sure you have a really delicate touch. You can always practice this method on a swatch stick before you go ahead and try putting acetone on your mani that you just completed. Definitely recommend practicing before you try this method. Then once the nail is completely dry, I'm going to do a layer of gel base and cure for 30 seconds. I did the filing and buffing off camera today just to save time, and then I did the rest of the gel base off camera. And then to seal in, we're going to go in with a gel top coat here, and we're going to finish up the rest of the nails and cure for a full 60 seconds. And that is all we did for this mani today. Filing and buffing was super easy. I did not need a buff on top. I just cleaned up the sidewalls and the free edge. That was it. Very minimal filing and buffing. And then here's the finished mani. These colors are so beautiful. They're perfect for spring, and they just have like, they're just so delicate, but yet we have like some pops of sparkle in there. I overall really loved how these powders performed, especially with the gel method. They worked beautifully, especially that one because I said so. I was kind of worried about how that color was going to perform with the gel method, but I did not experience any issues when it came to these beautiful colors. So everything that we did use in today's video can be found in that description box below. I hope you enjoyed this simple mani today and these beautiful pink colors in action. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you all in the next one.